What is up, guys? Skyhawk here, bringing you another Clash of Clans tactic video in which we go over another farming strategy that is actually, I don't even know if this is a previous strategy. I'm calling it the ARGO right now. I guess Go Arch would also be a good one, but for the sake of it, I'm not going with Go Bar because it sounds like goblins and barbarians, and this attack is in fact the Archer Goblin farming attack. So this attack is kind of just based around archers and goblins with a 60-40 or 65-35 mix. At Town Hall 8 with 180 base camp room, I'm rocking about 105 archers and 75 goblins. For the very first attack that I'm going to show you, you won't see my Barb King in it. I usually use him when I boost my barracks. I like to boost my Barb King as well. So for this attack, you're going to see just goblins and archers. This guy's base was pretty well left open for farming the resources and taking his town hall. He didn't protect anything. He shoved all of his defenses in the back. So I think for this base, this guy was actually bombing trophies or base trolling. I dropped, as you can see, all the archers on the bottom. They cleared all the resources at the bottom. I dropped archers on the top to clear the resources on the top. I also dropped archers to take out the archer tower at the top as well. Archers went inside. They cleared out the town hall. Goblins were sent in to clear out the other elixir storage in the middle. And those goblins right there were about to attempt to take that elixir collector, but they ended up wiping on that. So I sent in a handful of archers that were left, and they ended up getting that storage. This was a huge success for raiding. I managed to pull in 306,000 gold, 330,000 elixir, and 139 dark elixir. Not too high on the dark elixir, but the other two were very successful. And I managed to pull off a 2-star, which is really cool. So at the end, I just dropped 2 remaining archers, just for, the hell of it. And of course they wiped, but I managed to take 2 stars as well as the majority of this guy's resources offered for his base. So that very first one was a very successful one. I was happy with it. It was actually the first one of the day. And these attacks that you see are going to be all consecutive. They were all back-to-back. It's just I recorded them in review mode. So when I was looking at them again, when I was replaying them, is when you guys are getting to see it instead of live. So for this next attack, I'm going to make sure real quick before I do that I go ahead and start loading up my my barracks with my troops. For this next attack, it's going to be, I think I managed to pull, what was it, 190,000 gold and 230,000 elixir. So the one thing you really want to kind of focus on and with any farming strategy is that you're really aiming to look for bases that have resource collectors outside that are filled. You don't want the storage on the inside to be filled because that means that the max resources you can get are inside the walls. So you always want to look at the storage collectors outside, and if they're not filled, then don't go for it unless the base looks like it's easy enough to get inside and get the storage. For this one, I went ahead and I dropped some archers and I dropped some goblins to clear the outside trash. So I grabbed all the collectors outside. We just got to circle back and grab the 2 at the top. I'm going to go ahead and drop the king, and I'm going to drop archers to clear all the debris at the top. So all the barracks and the clan castle have to go down. King drops the clan castle. He starts going to the side. He's going to grab the remaining collectors, going to boost him with Barb and his special attack, level 5, and then he's going to rip through that wall with those remaining archers and open it up for me to take. I'm going to drop archers to go inside. They're going to attack the defenses that are nearest. Then they're going to start swarming the elixir storage, and then they're going to go to the corner, take out nearest defenses, and then start swarming the gold storages. I'm going to go ahead and drop some gobs just to kind of help weaken walls back there. They wiped pretty quick because that mortar that was nearby. And then these archers, they managed to pull 54% when they started taking the inside, and pretty much got like the maximum amount of resources I could, shy of finishing off those storages. So 190,000 gold, 201,000 elixir. The nice thing about this strategy is that you can almost always walk away, and in all these videos that I did with these consecutive back-to-back attacks, I walked away with 1 star at minimum. Okay, so I didn't lose any trophies in this attack. Not that I'm against losing trophies. I love to stay within silver 3 and gold 3 because that's where you find most of the other farmers who are just collecting massive resources, and that's where they all tend to like stay and hide. So I do like to go for losing trophies also, but for these attacks it's just to show you that you don't have to lose trophies with this. You know, if you want to bomb trophies, you can. I was just trying to make sure that you saw how legitimate this attack was. The nice thing about using the goblins over barbs, barbs have like 20 more health. Okay, at level 5, gobs and barbs have like 20 more health. So ultimately they aren't that much better, but they are slower. So when you drop barbs, they are seriously victimized by mortars. Goblins are too, because a mortar can take them out, but at level 5 it takes 2 mortar shells to drop a stack of goblins. The nice thing is when they clear something, if they clear it fast enough in a group, they'll end up moving on before the mortar shell hits them. So it is nice to use gobs in stacks because they will rush the collectors like they're doing right there. They just went through the wall down there. The mortar didn't even realize that they were there yet, and they went through the wall and cleared all those inner storage units. Remember what I was saying, how you want to stick to bases where the collectors outside have all the resources, while on this base the collectors inside had the majority of the resources. So I made sure that with this tactic I cleared all the trash outside so that the king would move up one lane that had all the storage in it, and then gobs would end up going through the middle lane at the bottom and taking out the other storage units. So I maximized the amount of elixir I could get, but I couldn't get all the gold because there was one last gold storage. And then of course, bless her little heart, there's this little archer angel who is sitting there making sure that I get my 2-star, because I love to get my 2-star. And with her lovely bow of grace, she ends up taking down the town hall, earning me my 2 stars and walking away with 234,000 gold, 253,000 elixir, and 170 dark elixir. Ultimately a win. So, like I say, this attack is really good, especially if you can boost your barracks like I do. When you boost your barracks, every 10 seconds a goblin's produced. And I think it's like every 7 seconds an archer is produced. I don't know if I'm 100% on that, but I feel like archers produce faster than goblins. So this base is a little bit is about the average minimum that I go for. There's at least 150,000 in one of the resources. So this one has 164,000 gold and 142,000 elixir, and we are going to take it all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop archers to clear all the trash outside, and then I'm going to start sparingly use my archers to clear all the defenses, okay, because I want to get rid of the defenses because I have a bigger plan for this map. Alright, so the archers go ahead and they start clearing all the trash. I don't drop my Barb King yet. I save him because there's an ideal time to use him for a base like this. So you drop the archers to take out the towers. And the nice thing about ARGO, by the way, is that the ARGO attack for 180 base camp, the ARGO attack only costs you 28,500 elixir to make. So it's a very cheap attack. If you're walking away with over 28,000 elixir, you're walking away victorious, right? Your attack worked. You're coming out ahead. So it's a really beneficial attack to use. As you can see back in the video, I dropped all the archers in front of all the defenses on the outside wall, and they just destroyed them. Okay, sparingly I dropped them, maybe like 5 or 6 to a spot. Then the wall that they broke through earlier, I dropped gobs. Not all my gobs, this is just a handful of them, and look at that, they already rushed through and cleared all of the remaining collectors in the outside inner wall. Okay. Drop the Barb King because it's time to watch him rape. He goes in, starts taking out that anti-air, and then I drop archers to clear the remaining 2 tanks so the Barb King isn't encouraged to turn around and take out that other one, ultimately putting him through more hell and losing more health because he's taking damage while he's trying to walk. So boost the Barb King, he goes through the wall like nothing, drop all the remaining gobs because they will just rain havoc. And that's exactly what they do. They go through, as soon as they start grouping up, they start taking out every storage and every collector within a matter of seconds. Then all the collectors are gone. It's time. They help the Barb King drop the town hall, and look at how fast they dropped that wizard tower. It was almost like seconds that they were on it. Not even like a second and a half, and that wizard tower was gone. They are such a strong mob. Yes, their health is less, but they are fast, and they are very strong, especially when grouped up. They actually do more damage than an archer does. So this was an easy win. No dark elixir, but I managed to 3-star it, walk away with 14 trophies, which isn't a lot, but it's okay. Remember, I'm not worried about trophies. I try and stay within a certain range. So, made about 160,000 gold and 140,000 elixir on that last attack. This attack I'm going to give you guys is a live one. I'm going to skip through till I find a nice and quick and easy base. It'll probably be... yeah, this looks about good. 128,000 gold, 142,000 elixir, and 129 dark elixir. I'm going to drop goblins because I want them to draw all the fire defense at the wall, and I'm going to drop archers behind them to finish off all the collectors. I'm going to do this both on the side and on the top. As you can see, I'm dropping them up top. And now I'm going to lay down right. Let those guys finish off the outside. Put a couple archers there to reinforce it. And then I'm going to drop my king, and I'm going to drop some archers with him to clear up the trash at the bottom. And then as soon as the king reaches the wall, it's going to be havoc time for me to drop the rest of my goblins with him. I'm going to drop some more archers. Going to finish off the archer tower defense there. And then ultimately, I'm going to aim to have the Barb King take out with the archers the inside defenses, like the mortar that would possibly screw up my my goblins. I'm going to boost my king. And now I'm going to get the goblins in there. Look at that. The goblins rip through the gold walls like they're nothing. Rip through, go straight for the storage, knock out the elixir, knock out the gold. Watch them go, top one. Boom, just rip through that gold wall. Inside, get that elixir, the king comes over. Oh man, he's working with them. They took that wall down like it was nothing. Nothing but seconds. They take out the last little bit of the storage there, and that's pretty much it. He got to keep his 14,000 gold. Walked away with 113,000 gold and 142,000 elixir. Ultimately a success. Go try the ARGO attack. Skyhawk out.